Today is just a quick video, hopefully a very quick video. Y'all know me, I can run my mouth forever when the camera's in front of me. We're going to talk about a product, basically a luxury item for the Star Wars role-playing game by Fantasy Flight Games. There's series of decks, card decks form. There's different types. Let's see, we got critical injury decks, I think one for people, one for spaceships, vehicles, specialization decks, and signature ability decks. All the talents that are in those respective trees. And of course the adversary decks, probably the most useful ones as far as I'm concerned. So what is an adversary deck? Well, it's a deck of 20 cards of just adversaries. 20 various characters from the adversary sections of the Star Wars books. And on one side you got the name and basic stats, characteristics, wound and strain threshold. Are they a rival or a minion or a nemesis? What kind of skills they have? Flip it on the back. Do they have any talents? Do they have any abilities? I don't know why this one says abilities. It lists talents, whatever, equipment, and also a little character description on the back. Help give you a sense of what kind of character this NPC might be in your world. So yeah, basically, it's just the adversary section stuff, but in a nice, convenient, double-sided card. The deck we're going to talk about today, the only one I own at the moment, Citizens of the Galaxy. I got that one because I figured it'd be the most well-rounded. I assumed it would cover a wide variety of roles, and if there's at least some amount of combat in there, that they could be reskinned as any kind of basic combat soldier. And I was basically right. So we got a physician and a medical droid. We have some combat/law enforcement type characters or officials working in a base or a starport in the form of security droids. And we got a comm operator, a customs inspector. And we got 3 levels of soldier officer type characters. Security or any kind of mercenary soldier they would work well as. They're called corporate security. Corporate sector authority, security captain, security police, and the vice prex. Head up entire departments of the CSA, blah, 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 blah. So basically, you got a go-to imperial officer of some kind if you want one. Maybe like a higher ranking one, probably a named one. He's a nemesis after all, and the security captain could be like a stormtrooper sergeant or a lower ranking non-named lieutenant or ensign or something, and of course, these guys could be your stormtroopers. They don't have the exact same stats, of course, but if you don't really care about that, like I didn't, numerous times I use these as stormtroopers, and then what I knew of the stormtrooper stats, I just changed what I needed to change on the fly. Doesn't matter. Your players won't care or notice. Representing the techie NPCs, we have a wide variety, 4 in fact. Astrogators, mechanics, computer specialists to varying degrees. We have an astromech droid, a general maintenance droid, Ugnaught laborer, which could be found in Empire Strikes Back, and finally a Shadowport mechanic. And one thing you can do with these decks in general, especially now when you have like 4 of a particular type of NPC that your players are looking for, or maybe they already rolled a random chart you set up, a random encounter table. Oh, you come across an NPC, they're a mechanic. Maybe a wandering mechanic looking to do repairs, will repair ship for food sort of situation, or whatever else. You want to add some random element to what type of maintenance service is available. They stop at a shop. Can you fix our ship? Sure, and they do the best job they can using the stats they have, and then they get charged. And maybe they do a really crappy roll, and the players, they get mad, or maybe they don't get mad, they just deal with it. Maybe one of the players gets mad, there's some conflict, maybe they decide to secretly rob the shop of the maintenance person who did a crappy job fixing their ship. Maybe they decide to get the authorities involved, but the authorities turn out to be the Empire or Empire supportive. I don't know, I like the random element, and you know, you can do this in a wide variety of situations. You enter a room and you come across, let's say an NPC, and you just grab a clump. What do we have? Oh, it's an astromech droid. What is he doing there? And you just make stuff up. Instead of having randomly rolled tables, you could just have decks of cards. Maybe you set them up by roll, use that as a randomization kind of a thing. And with this deck, you got that already taken care of with one deck alone as far as the mechanic techie roll goes. What else we got? We got a lot of talkers and politicians. In fact, I believe that's most of the rest of the deck. We got talkers of all sorts. We got a politician, a wealthy noble, planetary governor, spaceport administrator, a protocol droid, diplomat, Lutrillian merchant. TWI'LEK dancer, we got them. They're probably good talkers, right? Yeah. Oh, group skill. That's about it. Use a group of TWI'LEK dancer girls to charm someone and take their kidney or something. And that's it. Mostly a lot of talkers, diplomats, other non-hostile NPCs. Mechanics we got quite a bit of. some medical personnel, and a decent amount of combat / people in charge with uniform type characters if you need those authoritative combat people in a pinch. Now, the value of these adversary decks to you are going to scale up depending on how few of these you actually have in your core books, because you might get a deck where almost all of them are brand new to you because you just have the core book and one source book and they're just not in there or something. I don't know. I didn't even look up to see if I already have these, but I'm like 98% sure that all of these profiles are in a book somewhere. I don't think they have any brand new ones. They're already in existing books, but you might check, look at these, and are they in the books you have? Are they in the core book? If most of them aren't, then hey, you get free NPCs you didn't have before. It's even better. Some icing on the cake. But mostly it's just a matter of convenience. You don't want to take the time to look through the book or mark the book. You use the book for other stuff. You just have these cards instead. You can use these as a random generation table, especially as you take on more decks, a wider variety of decks. You can really boost your level of medical personnel or whatever else, or combat characters. Hear the sound of military-style boots, heavy boots around the corner, and people are talking all tactically and crap. They sound like soldiers, bad guys. Oh no, what is it? Is it, oh, it's friendly rebel troopers, or oh, it's stormtroopers, and then why are they there? Use your GM improv skills to figure out and propel the story forward. I like it a lot better than rolling dice on a table, and you actually get to see the character. You can be like, oh, you see this person, and it's a little alien you've never seen before, and this is how they look, and this becomes a character. It's not just an NPC. This guy is a character. You know, it's a picture, and it can inform the voice, and it's very quick and easy. Who's there? This guy. You just start making it up. I like it. I wish I had more of these, but I find it very hard to justify buying a bunch of these like I'd like to. I don't know. Maybe this video does really well as far as my Star Wars content goes, at which point I'm just going to buy up a bunch of them because they're like $7 sometimes. That's a pretty decent ratio. Anyway, that's it for today. If you like this video and want to see more, keep watching my videos. Just keep coming back and watching my videos. Hopefully we have a lot more than we typically do in January because I'm making up for daily December, so I'm trying to just pump them out as much as possible. Okay, bye.